Will Neff steps back for the pull, and we're about to get going here.
Here we go, a big backhand floaty pull. This one looks like it's turning over. Ooh, uncharacteristic mistake by Will Neff to start out the game. We'll see how Revolver handles it.
It's the commentator's curse out here. You say something, somebody's really good at something, and all of a sudden they show that maybe they're not as good as we
Look
think.
at him bending over. He's pretending he wasn't warmed up. That's just flat out a mistake. I think he's nervous.
So it looks like a man-to-man defense with a straight-up mark here.
Here we
Revolver
go.
in a horizontal offense.
Cahill, this is Bo. Watch the timing as these guys string together cuts downfield. That's one of their best attributes. This is Bart. Bart looking for Cahill. Patient. Revolver is so patient. This is Weissman. They call him Ice. And here we're seeing Boston. Tough D to start out. Look how Revolver keeps their stack short to keep that deep space open for guys like Bo to streak deep. Here's Bart. Bart loves the hammer. He's looking for it. Cahill on the goal line. He's got Garcia. Garcia's got to clear out of there. Here's Bart again. Bart's definitely looking over the top. There it is. Of course, Bo for the goal.
Kittredge breaks open to the break side there for Watson's hammer across the top. Colin Mahoney, of course, not going all the way over there with him. But Colin Mahoney earlier in the point did have a nice bid on Kittredge. Saw a lot of other great matchups out there. Will Neff on Boo Garcia. Neff seemed to be really doing a great job shutting him down.
Taylor's a great thrower. Here we go. Keeping it inbounds, like I said, that's an okay pull for Revolver. Centering to Rebholz. Rebholz has got a huge backhand. We'll see if Revolver tries to force him flick most of the game.
Ironside comes down to horizontal offense, and it looks like a little bit of contact on that reception there. That was Sherwood playing defense. Sherwood's a pretty physical player out there, wouldn't you say, Mario?
Oh, my God. Mark Sherwood, he is a brick house. You know, he's fast, but this guy obviously spends a lot of time in the gym. He's one of the best athletes on Revolver. On the sideline, Revolver staying patient. Yeah, Chicken's got to come in. He's got to clear out that space deep if they want to have any deep cuts. Here we go, back to the center, working it around. J-Fo makes a cut deep. Back to the middle. Here we go. Vogel with the disc. Calls a foul on Mack.
Yeah, Vogel looking to step to his backhand. Mack stepping in front of him there. Vogel calling the foul and gets to reset the disc here.
You know, one interesting matchup that I think we're going to see all day is Marty Cochran on Danny Clark. They're standing in the end zone right now. Danny Clark is crazy fast, and Martin's one of the best defenders in the game. Here we go. Chicken's going to catch this one for the goal.
That was Josh Marquette to Adam Chicken Simon for the goal, and Boston back on the board, 1-1. There are a lot of great matchups out there. Another one worth mentioning is definitely Sherwood and Jeff Graham. Two small but explosive players, both very fast, can go under, can go deep, and we should see a lot of good action there.
Oh, here we go. Cahill walking it up. Revolver going horizontal. And just one dump for them back there. Here's Bo catching the first pass. Bart takes it in the middle. This is Cassidy.
Oh, it's a forced middle from Ironside here.
Foul on the play. This one might be coming back.
Travel was called. The observers ruled no travel.
Here we go. This is Weissman with the disc on the left sideline. Looks like a straight-up mark so far from, is that Crockford?
That is Misha Sidorsky.
Okay. Look at that, isolating just one person down in the end zone. This is Bart.
Boo open.
Nice. Revolver punches it in.
That's Joel Schlackett with the goal from Bart Watson to make it 2-1 Revolver.
Here we go. This is Canner with the pull. Nice, floaty, backhand. Look at that. Couple yards deep in the end zone. Not huge, but here's Revolver to Rebholz. Excuse me, Ironside.
Graham off to the races, but coming back under.
Notice how Ironside keeps the middle of the field wide open. Here they're just looking for a little lateral movement, as Revolver seems to be poaching with the handlers, keeping the defenders out of the middle of the field.
And Ironside's downfield coverage making huge cuts.
Rebholz winds up for a huge backhand, but holsters. Here we go. Here's Danny Clark, lefty. Oh, this is Peter Reel. You know, Peter Reel, I think, is one of the unsung hero cutters on this Ironside O-line.
You're definitely right, Mario. Foster with the disc.
Foster on the near sideline. Looks up line to Rebholz. Rebholz.
Oh, looks off Clark.
Yeah,
He had space.
He had a good look. He's got to hit that one.
There's
There
Cricket.
we go.
Josh Marquette with the
Cricket.
goal.
Once again, patient offense. You know, that might be the way to win the championship, but I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be entertained if they keep doing this.
I think we're going to start seeing some deep shots go up.
Muffin, Brandon Malachek has an absolute cannon. This one's a backhand, fading to the left side of the end zone. This is Nick Schlag with the reception. Centers to Cahill.
So do you think that that Neff was benched from pulling here after
Man,
2 bad pulls?
Absolutely. You know, one time, you give him one time to mess up. After that, you got to put it in the hands of someone else and let him rip it.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Oh,
Ooh.
big bid there. Garcia with the disc.
We got a backhand force. Garcia with the disc looking to center. Did a good job squaring up to the center of the field and throwing a nice floaty flick to Bart Watson. Here we go. This is that great pressure D from the handlers on Ironside. Look at Cahill going to the end zone. Bo's got it. Easy goal for Revolver.
Kittredge gets open easily there on Will Neff, and Cahill just lays out a nice little backhand there for Kittredge. You know, there's a little more of a way pass than we've seen so far, but, you know, still not too exciting out here.
Here we go. Revolver with the pull. Flat backhand pull, middle of the end zone. This is Adam Simon pulling it down to Rebholz. Let's see if they force. Oh, they're forcing flick. They know Rebholz has that.
Got Jit Bhattacharya poaching out in the lane, as well as number 12 there, Nick Chapman.
Yeah, it looks like the Revolver defenders are sagging off the handlers in the lanes, forcing Boston to throw laterally across the field. And I think that's a good strategy. Boston is used to running really clean, effective points, and I think they might get frustrated and try to jack something here.
Yeah, it's a new defense that's been employed over the last few years to combat the effectiveness of the horizontal stack.
Absolutely. Ooh, here's the first turn of the game.
That was Jeff Graham on the throw, throwing it just a little too wide for Rebels to handle. And now we get an opportunity here for Revolver to get a break.
Let's see who picks it up. This is Casino picking it up. Ex-Jam player. Rebholz on the mark. Forced backhand. Scuba over the top. Nice throw. Ooh.
Oh,
Bad read on that one. Just a bad read. He should have come up with that one.
Alex Geske can't come up with it now.
Woo!
Ironside gets the disc back.
Oh,
Right
Rebholz
at it.
unleashes a huge flick. Here we go.
Jeff Graham.
Let's get up in there. Mac Taylor's there against Jeff Graham. And Jit. Ooh.
The smallest guy in there seems to get a piece of that disc. Looks like Graham is calling a foul.
Here we go. Let's see what the discussion
Oh,
says.
no foul at all?
No foul rule. Jit. How did Jit come up with that one? He was, you know, outdone by at least 3 inches on each one of those guys. He just made a great read.
Yeah, he was right in the perfect position there. Now Revolver getting their second look on this point.
Here's Chapman. Chapman with a flick up the line to Cochran. Yeah, let's see what this O-line does on defense. You know, they're not used to playing a lot of defense. They've had a lot of smooth points, like I said, this year. Let's see how this offensive line for Ironside can play on the D side.
That is a really good point. With an efficient offense like they have, their D-line, their offensive D may not be great.
This is Jit. Revolver working the disc. Patient. Look at this. Patient offense on both sides of the disc from Revolver. Man, Mac Taylor is impossible to mark. He is so long. He's got all the throws. He's experienced. Great thrower. Here's Cochran. Back to Jit. Looking to swing. They're really trying to work it up the line here. Oh, he's got Jit striking up line. Sees him. Jit with the bookends. Wow, that's a great play by a veteran defender. Jit comes up with the D, then handles it as a handler on the O-line. Wow, Jit takes the strike-up line cut and gets a great goal for the first break of the game for Revolver.
4-2 Revolver, and Bhattacharya really stepping up there. Jit Bhattacharya, actually a Stanford player as well. He's actually played out with a lot of these Boston guys. He played for the Boston team for a couple of years back in the mid-2000s.
Blady, backhand pull, centering to Rebholz. Oh, it looks like a vertical stack formation coming out. Reb Holtz finds him. Ooh, J-Fo makes a great deep cut.
Nice stall count.
Tyler Grant putting a lot of pressure on these handlers. Here we go. Force flick. They're on the sideline. Looking to center. Uh-oh. Revolver's got him going back. Revolver's playing great defense right now, putting a lot of pressure on these Ironside handlers.
Graham with the forehand.
Here's Jimmy Foster. Ooh, deed. Nice play. You know, I thought Jimmy Foster was going to come away with that one. I'm looking for Revolver to take this one on offense. Halverson has a huge flick throw. It's an absolute cannon. It's a huge weapon for this Revolver D-line. Let's see if they can get him the disc. Maybe Sherwood running deep. Sherwood catches it underneath. Tyler Grant clears out. Chapman running around in the middle. Here we go. This is Sherwood. Got a call. This one's probably going to come back. Revolver looks like they're in a spread offensive formation. 3 handlers back. This is Canner making the
huge lane open for Revolver on the right side of the field. Almost a side stack for him right now. Having trouble finding a downfield receiver, though. Canner with the disc.
If I'm Revolver, I'm maybe looking to call a timeout, but Canner says, nah, I'm just going to go ahead and huck it. Nice grab. Not in, though. Reb Holt's going to take the mark.
That was Levy with the big grab there on the throw from Sam Canner. That was a perfect throw from Canner.
Like I said,
there for Levy.
Great timeout call. Great use of the timeouts here.
Ironside triangling in the back. Dumped it.
Sherwood. Yeah, they're getting crowded over on this side. There's the swing. Canner with the disc. He's a rookie on Revolver this year. Let's see how he handles the situation.
Foul there, Sam Rosenthal.
Man, Canner is a beast out there. He is a physical specimen. I think that's one of the reasons he was able to make this team. He's going to be able to match up against anyone out in this game. Like I said, great defense here by Ironside. They've got a great thing going. Let's see if the sidelights try to pick him up. Let's see if it gets a little loud. That's what I would be doing if I was Ironside, trying to get my sideline involved.
Sherwood with the disc. We're about to get checked back in. Adam Simon on the mark.
You know, I don't like what I see right now from Revolver. Everyone's spread out. What you got to do is you got to clear some space somewhere on the field for someone to make a cut. Nick Handler's just hanging out over here on the open side. Oh, it looks like Ironside's got a little bit of a zone. Sherwood uses his incredible I.O. flick to find his teammate in the end zone. Another break for Revolver.
That was John Levy for the goal from Sherwood. Sherwood and Levy both Stanford grads, as are many of these Revolver players here. And now we have Revolver up 5-2 on their second consecutive break. So Revolver, with their 5 goals so far in this game, have actually been spraying around really well. They have 8 guys with either assists or goals.
Nice. Here we go. Backhand pull, about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Ironside's coming out in a side stack. Neff making the first big cut. He's going to come back under. You know, it's incredible to watch the defense out here. Revolver, man, they don't allow more than a 3-yard separation on any one of those offensive players. Here we go. Call on the field. This looks like a foul. Stall count probably going back to 0.
Really interesting, too, that kind of sag defense the Revolver played on that 1 point forced Ironside out of that. They're now in this vert stack, which I don't think they feel as comfortable with as they do in that horizontal.
Absolutely. They're always looking to spread the field, use their great throwers and their great cutters to get into that open space. Here we go. Big deep cut. It hits him underneath. Cricket with the disc.
Foul call on the field. It's Josh Marquette with the disc. Number 5 out there who's been working really hard is Mike Zalisk, old Callahan winner from Tufts University, 2001.
You know, Marty Cochran is doing a great job on Danny Clark. Danny Clark hasn't even touched it. Here it is. Marty. Ooh, sorry. Got beat by Danny Clark on that one. Danny Clark is super fast. Ironside gets the goal, stops the bleeding.
Mario, maybe you should stop complimenting people on the field. It seems to really hurt their play out there.
Man.
Danny Clark getting some separation there from Martin Cochran and scoring the goal. Brings it within 2. Revolver up 5-3. Will Neff with the pull.
There you go, Will. That's the pull that you're known for. Here we go. Look at this one. Back of the end zone, all the way back. That's about 7.5 seconds of hang time on that one. Cahill has to start his offense from inside his own end zone. Look at this. Throws a turn.
That is what you get out of a pull like that. Will Neff steps to the other side of the field and puts up a huge pull, and now we have Ironside who has an opportunity for their break.
You know, that's just what I was talking about. The Revolver offense has been, on the sidelines for a few points. This is Goldstein with the disc. Swings to Neff. Man, Neff is another tough mark out there. He is super long.
He's got great throws, including a hammer.
Nice. Finds Mahoney for the goal.
Doesn't have to use it there. And it is 5-4 Revolver. Ironside with the break there.
Here's Will Neff to pull. Another big one deep in the end zone. This is Nick Schlag bringing it down.
It's a solid 85-yard pull right there.
Side stack for Robbie Cahill. Garcia comes out first, then centers back to Schlag. This is Garcia. Garcia marked by Neff. Yep, you can see Revolver getting antsy. They're sending a lot more cutters deep. This is Bart. Schlag again. Schlag's not one of the playmakers out there. He's more of just a reset handler. I'd look for Ironside to get the disc in his hands as much as possible.
You really have to have those cogs in your offense, those role players to make things work. Every team has them, and they often go unsung. Just the consistent player who's in the right place at the right time, who can take advantage of a poach or bail out a high stall count.
Absolutely. Just like I was talking about in our pregame, every single player on this team has a role, and when you execute your role to perfection, your team usually comes out on top. Oh, Garcia's got Cassidy Rasmussen going deep. Uh-oh, here we go. Wolfpack for this one.
Paul Batten.
Ooh! Cassidy Rasmussen with a huge grab for Revolver.
Love that matchup. We saw two little guys out there, Rasmussen and Paul Batten. Batten, I don't know if he's even 5'8" out there, and Rasmussen not much taller, but Rasmussen gets up for that grab to go up 6'4".
These guys have been in these games before. Rebholz, Foster, and I think Muffin, all three of those guys are two-time defending champs for the Hodags. They've got some of the best throws in the game. It's really crazy to see how some of those Madison guys just come out of there with great throws. Another guy I'd like to mention, Andrew Brown. He's got one of the softest backhands of the game. Rebholz has got a huge backhand huck. This is Rebholz with the disc right now. Up the line to Danny Clark. This is Tyler Grant on the mark.
So Ironside stays in their vertical stack here and pushing up the sideline. Vogel in the lane for Ironside.
Looks like Revolver is force flick. Tyler Grant getting super physical on the mark over there. Man, Danny Clark is also really hard to mark. Here we go, Danny Clark. He's going to reel that one in. That's easy business for Danny Clark to make the goal. 5 points for Ironside, 6 for Revolver. It's heating up, Kyle. It's heating up. It's going to get tight. Here we go.
Simon to Clark. What you saw there from Clark, he dishes it off and then immediately goes deep. We've seen a lot of that from him. He really loves that give and go, but not a give and go across the field, but a give and go and just fires up all the way down the field. He's fast enough that he can get out there without any of the downfield defenders reacting and being able to pick him up, and he's good enough in the air that if it does hang up, he's going to make a play.
Let's see if Jacob Goldstein and Brandon Malachek can generate another turn. Look at this pull. Look at this pull.
Wow, right in the back corner of the end zone. Revolver has to take it there.
Here's Brandon Malachek on the mark. Looks like a backhand mark. Goldstein just hanging out in the lane. Switches to flick. Now we're back to backhand.
That was a little forced middle from Ironside. Getting a little tricky.
Yep. Goldstein is marking Cahill to force him back into the stack, and then when it swings to the other side, we saw Muffin pushing him back the other way.
And each time the other handler, so Jacob and Goldstein and Malachuk were working together to kind of sag out into the lane, so preventing those big throws.
Look at this. Look at all the space on the left side of the field for Robbie Cahill right now. I look for maybe a break mark throw to Bart off the bat, and then a continue to Garcia. Yeah, all the Revolver players on one side of the field keeping that space wide open right now. Look at this.
And now it's a backhand to wide
Here's
open.
Bart.
Lots of space. Forced back to the middle. Crockford on the mark.
This is Cassidy Rasmussen catching it underneath. Not a big gain, though. Ironside's doing a great job forcing these guys all the way under, and by the time they stop their momentum, it's only a 3-yard gain.
That is really good contained defense here from Ironside, and they keep switching the mark. You know, it was a forced middle before, but now we've got Malachek actually forcing to that forehand side.
I like what Ironside's doing with their defense. They're switching it up, not letting Revolver get comfortable. Yeah, there's Bo. Wide open in the middle. Ooh, a little miscommunication. Bo comes up with it. Now, Bo's really developed himself as a thrower in the last few years. I think, it used to be give the disc to Bo underneath, let him try to huck it. But now Bo's a pretty good thrower. He's a great decision maker for this Revolver team.
Yeah, when being forced under that much, you get a lot of touches and a lot of opportunities to develop your throws.
Bart's got the disc about 15 yards out in the front of the end zone. Finds Cassidy Rasmussen for another goal. Revolver still up 7-5.
Really smooth offense there from Revolver. Revolver just getting it done, working through that contain Ironside defense, being very, very patient as things happen. And eventually, once they get some space, they got it down to Bo and saw Garcia and Watson working it until they were finally able to hit Rasmussen for the goal. 7-5, Revolver with the lead here late in the first half. Maybe the observers want to step in before this game gets messy. It's been a very clean game so far.
That's definitely a tactical move by Ironside. When you get down a couple breaks, you tell your defense, all right, guys, let's get fired up. Let's get physical on the mark. And looks like the observers were well aware of it.
Graham going deep.
Nice throw. Rebholz with the huge backhand. I mentioned it before. He's got buttery throws to the backhand side. Hooks up with Jeff Graham.
Graham demonstrating his speed there. Rebholz demonstrating his pitch-perfect backhand. And he just pushed that one out to space. Ironside 6, Revolver 7.
Will, pretty good pull from Will. A little lower than normal. That's Schlog catching the disc. Centers to Cahill. Now Revolver going super wide. There's Bo underneath. Now if you look at Revolver's offense, they're spread super wide, and they actually keep all their cutters on the dead side of the field to allow space for their really athletic cutters. This is Cahill. This one's coming back.
Cahill with a low throw, but calls a foul on Seth Crockford here. Crockford doesn't think it's foul, and he is ready to go to the observer on this one.
Cahill is a super nice guy. He's got a great reputation in the game, and I think that one might come into play here with the observer.
Observer rules no foul.
Wow.
Ironside gets the disc.
Wow.
An opportunity for a break.
Wow, I cursed him. I did it again. I got Cahill.
God.
Is that twice for him that I've gotten him? Man.
So Crockford runs back to pick the disc up with Cahill marking.
Crockford sporting some sweet gloves.
Seen a lot of that here this weekend, actually. A lot of gloves.
Man, it is hot out here. What do they need gloves for? Oh, miscommunication. Gives the disc right back. That is not what you want if you're Ironside. This is Bart Watson with the disc. Looks to swing. Yeah, it's getting wild out here. Nerves are high. Nice break backhand for the goal. Is that Bart? Bart with the throw?
That was Garcia with the throw, and it looks like Bart with the reception.
Sorry, that was Schlog with the reception.
Schlog with the reception.
Revolver takes half. 8-6. It looks like a backhand force for Ironside. Got him trapped on the sideline. Let's see if they can keep it on the sideline and force him to just work it out. Ooh, big crossfield huck. This is Mac Taylor. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
Everyone's in there, but Taylor comes down with it.
Rips it down. Wow. That's Mac Taylor for you, Kyle. Mac Taylor always making huge plays like that one.
It's interesting. Mac Taylor, of those three guys that came over from Johnny Bravo a few years ago, Bo Kittredge, Martin Cochran, and Mac Taylor, I would say Mac Taylor is the most complete of those players, right? The most well-rounded. He's a great thrower, great defender, and as he just demonstrated there, he can get up with the best of them.
We've got live streaming all the finals. We had coverage of every single round. USA Ultimate really has their act together this year, really legitimizing our sport.
Yeah, and if you want to see some great Ultimate action, you can check out the sidelines here. You get to sit right up and see these top-level athletes just battling in this sport, and it is incredibly exciting stuff.
Here we go. Let's pick up the action. Rebholz looking for the huck, finds Danny Clark underneath. Is this going to be the give-go? There he's go. He's going to take off. Now he's going to the dead side.
Priel with the disc.
Priel's out of bounds. Could have called the travel on that one.
Looks like Rebholz calls a foul there on Casino.
We got some hand gestures. This one's going back.
So the observer looks under the hood of the instant replay, rules that it was a foul. Priel with the disc.
Here we go. Forced backhand, Ironside, trapped on the sideline. I want to see more of that. It's frustrating to sometimes watch a game with a lot of calls, but if you've got good drama going on in the field, it's actually a little bit entertaining.
Yeah, the reenactment can be great. Priel going deep.
Oh, this one's D'd. Tyler Grant goes up and get it. Easy D. This is Eric Halverson. Like I said, he's got a huge throw. Here it is. Oh, Rebholz didn't make the right read on that one, and Revolver gets another break to make it 10-6. 10-6 coming out in the second half. Revolver looks determined to take this game over and put it away early. Ooh, Canna with the bladey pull. This one's going to hit the ground.
Rosenthal covers it up.
Chicken with the disc in the middle of the field. Looks like a side stack, isolating Will Neff in the lane. But this is Mahoney coming underneath. Now we've got Mahoney playing on the O-line. Looks like Ironside wants to put the disc in the hands of their most skilled, most veteran players.
Yeah, both Neff and Mahoney playing this O-point. I mean, I think it's interesting. We've talked all tournament long time about the skill of Ironside's D-line, but I wonder if having that level of skill on their D-line has really taken away from their offensive efficiency, especially here in the final where they're facing a really good defense.
You know, I tell you what, the D-line has been playing way more points than the O-line in this tournament. They've been rolling teams. I think it was one of their games, they went up 8-0 in one of their games earlier this week.
Yeah, that was against Pony, absolutely.
The D-line has been playing more this tournament. The O-line maybe just hasn't been getting enough reps against those quality teams. And I think it's showing a little bit here today as we've got some of those D-line players filling in on the O-line.
Sam Rosenthal with the disc.
This is Jim Foster. Yeah, they're looking to throw deep right now. They need to just chill out, be patient, work the disc, and that's how they're going to get back in this game. They can't look to do it with their hucks. They got to look to do it on the defensive side of the ball.
Revolver super active with their marks. Big straight up mark for them, and they're bouncing around there. They're working, especially when an Ironside thrower looks to go deep. That Revolver mark.
Jim Foster's going to go up and get this one. Great cut by the athletic Jim Foster for the goal. Now it's time for the defense to step up, get each other pumped up, and generate a D for Ironside. And if they don't do it now, it might be too little too late.
They really have this mentality of being a complete team. They don't like to single out individuals. And you can see it in the way they play. I mean, they've got, I believe, 12 guys now who either have assists or goals so far in this game. Really remarkable distribution. Great pull from Neff.
Here we go. Look at this. Starting on the goal line. That is so different. When your team has to work that extra 15 yards, it is just that much harder to punch it in. Here's Cassidy Rasmussen with the disc. Forced backhand. Garcia underneath. Ooh, Weissman's getting open deep.
Oh! Colin
Nice.
Mahoney with the catch block in front of Bo Kittredge.
That's what I'm saying. You rely on your veterans. Colin Mahoney makes a great play in the lane. Now Ironside looking for the break.
It's Teddy Brower-Juris with the disc.
I'm saying this is one of those times that maybe you take a timeout. If you can't punch it in immediately, if your offense stalls, call timeout, set up your play. These guys are great when they're playing, when they can set up however they want. And I think that if they call timeout right here, they might be able to set something up. Revolver's got great defense off of their O-line. We'll see. We'll see. They're working it. Not a lot of momentum going up the field. A lot of lateral movement, as we're seeing.
Foul on the mark there. Paul Batten with the disc from Cornell.
Will Neff behind the disc. He's going to get out of there. Oh, nice cut by Will. It looks like we got a vert stack end zone set up. Ironside, they like to break their mark, but they're more comfortable throwing to the open side. Let's see what their end zone offense looks like. I'm guessing they're going to generate an easy goal on this one.
These guys are pretty dependable. Will Neff very rangy, can break the mark very well, and goes for the hammer.
Wow, that is a great throw. That's an absolutely incredible throw. I don't think anyone on Revolver saw it coming. Will Neff uncorks a bladey hammer over the top perfectly to Colin Mahoney. That's just a great play by Will Neff.
I mean, what a quick trigger he has. I mean, he's a big guy, but he doesn't move like a big guy. He moves quick like a small handler and just, like you said, uncorks that hammer to Mahoney. Mahoney doesn't have to get up that big. I mean, he's already 6'6", and pulls that one down for the goal. That makes it 10-8 Revolver.
Ironside's been having to play those big stars just to get points and get some breaks. Here's Will Neff. Now, this is a great pull. Look at this. Floaty, probably about 8 seconds of hang time. Cahill's going to have to take it in his own end zone as they start their play. Sherwood takes the dump. Back to Cahill.
Ironside this time with the sag.
You know, not very good movement from Revolver right now. Normally, if they've got a great pistoning offense, this is a great throw from Cahill. Wide open. Brian Garcia. That's what Cahill does for you. That's what leadership does for you. He's a great player. Great throw from Robbie Cahill.
Just puts that one in stride. Gets it off of that give-and-go move. Gets the disc in power position. Has Boo Garcia coming from that far sideline and easily lays that backhand up. It's a tough read for Neff. Neff is already behind by a few steps. And by the time that one's coming down, Neff is already slowing up because he has no shot at it. I could have said it better myself.
I dare you to try next time, Kyle. Go for it. I got fundamental skills on the field, and I got them up in the booth, too. Watch out. Here we go. This is Reb Holtz with the disc. Swinging, this is Adam Simon. Looks like a flat mark from Eric Halverson. Yep, Revolver also going with the flat mark, trying to take away those deep shots because they know that Ironside wants to get back in the game with the easy huck. So they're making him work it down the sideline. Danny Clark, lefty. Ooh, yep, that one was definitely going up. Danny Clark can make that throw on anybody. Ooh,
And
Chicken
Adam Simon with
floats
the
it.
throw. Oh, into traffic. Looks like Sherwood comes down with that one.
Nice D by Sherwood. He's always going to get 1 or 2 of those per game.
Halverson with the disc.
Halverson's got huge throws. Tyler Grant in the middle of the field. Now Tyler Grant, not known for his throws. He's looking to reset it here. Calls the foul on Matt Rebholz.
Little pick downfield, stop and play.
I'd
Back
look
in.
Yeah, I think Mac Taylor's going to get involved on the offense right here. He's just hanging out deep right now, but I think they're really going to look for him. There he goes. He's making a run deep.
Oh, look at this angle.
Ooh, huge grab by Nick Handler. There's Mac underneath. Look how they just keep that side of the field wide open. They make fakes, and when they don't have it, they try to swing it back to the other side.
That's Hester with the disc.
Oh, this is Handler.
Oh, Josh Marquette with the big layout
Yeah.
block on
Yeah,
Handler.
there's going to be a call here. There's definitely going to be a call here.
Marquette not happy about that one.
The crowd says this is not a foul. Handler, I think there was definitely contact, but this is
I
a
don't
tough
know.
call to make. If you're Nick Handler, you got to box out. You got to be more aggressive, and you got to make that catch.
Observers have made a decision. The player's going to go to him. I don't think Marquette's going to let this one go back, so he's probably going to go to the observer.
I wonder if it's a strip call or a foul call.
No foul.
No foul
Ironside
rule.
gets the disc back. Marquette with the D, saving a break for Ironside. Now Ironside's got to work 70 yards here from the corner.
Man, it is getting tense. I think that's going to get the crowd pumped up. I think that's going to get a little more electric here. Here we go. Watch for Rev Holtz to jacket. This is Adam Simon. Man, Nick Handler is doing work out there on the field right now.
He really is. He's a great handler defender. Revolver's got a lot of these guys who just put constant effort in 100% all the time. It's really impressive to see.
I put Nick Handler in that same category as Jit. They're the guys that go in there, they guard handlers, they make explosive plays. They don't play every single line, but it's those guys that really fire up the Revolver defense.
Well, if you can shut down that reset, that one look that the team is looking for every single time, that's going to force them to have to make chancier throws downfield.
And that's a great strategy that you can use on defense. A lot of times when you run up against Revolver, it's shut down Bo or shut down Mac Taylor. But really, if you can shut down one of those reset guys, those hubs, that's what's really going to disrupt an offense.
Absolutely. So we got a question here on the Twitter feed asking whether we think that Bart Watson brought the veteran presence Revolver need to get over the hump. Well, we'll see. They haven't gotten over the hump quite yet, but I certainly think Bart Watson and Taylor Casino and Garcia have all helped, all have championship experience with Jam.
Definitely. It can't hurt having those 3 big-time players on your team. Ooh, turnover.
Rosenthal puts it over the head of Marquette, and now Revolver gets the disc again.
That's what I'm saying. We've had a couple turnovers at this point. If I'm the captain here, I'm calling timeout. Look at, they're going back to the air for a jump ball. Here's another Wolfpack. Adam Simon in there. Ooh,
Adam
great
Simon
play.
goes up
We're going to have
strong.
another call.
Tyler Grant, Revolver receiver. They have a little discussion, decide not to call the foul there, and Ironside gets the disc back. See, Simon runs up to the line. Looks like he's eager to go. Goes to Danny Clark.
We'll see if Ironside uses this one to center the disc and maybe call a timeout. Mac Taylor on the mark. Physical mark. He is so long on there. This is Reb Holtz. Ooh, low flick.
Marquette, scuba
Ooh,
over the
nice
top
scuba.
to Clark.
Yeah, he's got all the throws. This is Danny Clark. Ooh, this is a blade. That's what I'm saying.
That's 2 we've
This
seen
one's
on
getting
Clark.
out of hand. Revolver's calling timeout on this one. I'm gonna put money on it.
You mentioned calling timeout. I hate the timeout on my own goal line. Like, I feel like it's too far
good
to
point.
go. I want to get yards and then maybe call a timeout if nothing's
Great
happening.
break throw. Look at this. Turnover. We've had about 4 completed passes out of the last 7 attempts here.
6 turns on this point alone. It is getting a little bit sloppy out here.
Yeah,
And
there it
goes.
is. There's a
Rebels
timeout
calls it.
call. Probably should have happened about 3 turns ago, but Ironside now back in control of the point, and they're going to need this one if they want to stay in the game. You know, being down 9-11, if they score this one, is way different than being down 8-12. How can I, as a player, get involved with a great organization like this?
So right now we're actually here at National Championships to promote our new project called Peace Builders Classic, happening in July in Israel. Anybody can get involved right now. It's kind of similar to team and training. You're going to fundraise, get yourself out there. You're going to play with the kids and the community.
All right, Danny, well, thanks a lot. We just saw another turnover. That's not what you want coming out of the timeout. Danny Karlinski, thanks a lot. That's Ultimate Peace. Great organization. Look it up. I think it's ultimatepeace.com or .org, something like that, one of those two. It's Jimmy Foster's got to come up with that disc to give his chance to get back in the game. Here we go. Vertical stack from Revolver and a break throw from Sherwood.
Oh, big bid by Clark.
Here it is. Here's that big flick. Tyler Grant's open, reels it in. An incredible throw by Mac Taylor, just like we said before. That was an absolute bomb. Tyler Grant reels it in. Number 13 for Revolver, getting open. Great play.
So that makes it 12-8 here in favor of Revolver.
Here we go. Nice flat, floaty pull. Wow, here we go. Revolver coming down, pushing Ironside back to the goal line. Here's Brandon Malachek with the disc. Looks like they took Reb Holtz out, changed it up. Oh, and here Revolver's throwing a little bit of junk. Looks like three up front, a three-man wall in the midfield, and then Martin Cochran hanging out deep.
Interesting choice to change what's been working and maybe give a different look, hoping that Ironside, maybe they were just figuring out what was working, and now they have to figure out something else. Oh, Mahoney going deep. He's not normally the thrower.
Oh, Canner, box out, Canner. There you go.
Canner gets to the disc before Brower Juris, the intended receiver there for Mahoney. Surprising. You don't normally see Colin Mahoney throw those deep shots.
And Colin Mahoney, there you go, an uncharacteristic mistake leading to a turnover.
Forrester on the D on Jit.
Oh, they're pushed back in the end zone. Here's Canner, super solid with the disc. Oh. Malachek with the bump. Calls the foul.
Well, you got Ironside's full D line out here on the field with Jeff Graham.
Now look at this
spacing. This is some good defense from Ironside.
They clear out that entire lane to just give their great athletes one-on-one matchups. You're going to see the entire Revolver squad either hang out on one side or the other side of the field. And that open side is where they allow their athletes to get open.
Pick call downfield. Ironside, for their part, really hounding the Revolver handlers here, just putting so much pressure on them.
This is a big-time situation. Goldstein goes out. I imagine that the pressure won't be as good from Ironside on those handlers after he's out of the game.
Oh, Crockford has a lot of experience. He won championships with Sockeye and then moved out to Boston to continue his career. He knows what he's doing.
Ironside is clapping down. Revolver's got nothing going downfield. They're unorganized. They look like they got to get their organized offense. Get the disc in the hands of Cahill. Look at him. He's putting that flat hand out there again. Perfect throw.
Goodness, Casino reels that Cahill backhand in, and now they're knocking on the door again.
Man, Robbie Cahill, when you ask him to deliver, he will do it 100% of the time. This is Martin Cochran, a couple yards out of the end zone. That's a tough spot to score from when you're in the corner, 5 yards out of the end zone. This is Cahill back in the middle. I look for a little flip for a goal here. There you go.
Oh, Cahill going over the
Exciting.
top.
Is that Bart? Oh, we got a call. Maybe a stall, contested stall. Looked like a pretty high stall count.
I
can't
believe
really
that
tell
was
from here.
Alex Gesquier pulling that one down on that really loopy throw from Cahill, but I think there may have been a travel call, or it could be a contested stall. That was a pretty high stall count. Cahill held that one for a long time. Overrule the call.
And it's a goal.
And it's a goal for Revolver.
Wow.
That was Gesquier with the goal reeling it in. That is Revolver's fourth break point of this half, Mario. That is remarkable.
You know, a lot of people talk about the double peak and how hard of a thing that is to do. They came off that world championship, and, you know, they faltered a little bit when they came to ECC. They probably took a break. They came to ECC, and they lost twice to Boston. But it's very obvious to me that Revolver has committed to making this a complete season. They put the team together, they put in the work, and now they're here cashing their check at Nationals.
You're absolutely right. It's a long year when you have to gear up, amp up to play at a championship event in July, and then do it all again in October. it wears down the body, and you don't see a lot of teams able to do that. And Revolver showing that they are a true championship caliber team, looking to win both the World and the USA Ultimate Club Championships in the same year.
Look at the space they create, Ironside. I think is that Will Neff out there? I think he's going to look to make a streak deep on this one. Rebholz has got that huge throw.
Neff and Mac Taylor matched up.
Neff comes underneath. Now he's going deep. There it goes. Ooh, nice mark.
Vogel with the disc. That's Nas Vogel.
This is Rebholz again. Ooh. Yeah, that's a strip. That's a foul.
No contest there from Halverson.
Like I said, Revolver putting the pressure on. Ironside is not used to being pressured like this. They're definitely looking to huck it on this one. They need to work it underneath.
Woo.
We're getting chippy out there. Come on, guys.
There's a pick call. Zalisk managed to grab that one. Good thing he did, or that would have been a turnover. That vert stack from Ironside is looking pretty sloppy.
Oh, look at Nick Handler in there. He's matching up on Adam Simon. This is Matt guarding Will Neff.
Really active mark from Taylor. Gasquet on the mark.
There you go. Swing the disc. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got to open it up, create those new angles of attack. Ironside doing a much better job being patient with their offense. Yeah, Mac is definitely just pushing Will underneath. The Revolver deep, pushing them back, and not allowing them anything open. Ironside, again, doing a great job holding their composure. They got flat mark. Look at Will Neff catching it again. Now he wants to be going deep on Mac Taylor, but Mac Taylor just keeps pushing him back under. Great defense by Mac Taylor. He's not only a great athlete, a skilled athlete, but he's also really smart out there.
Absolutely right, Mario. And if you're a new player watching this game, you really should be paying attention to Revolver's marks. Half of defense starts is the mark. It really is what prevents the thrower from being able to do what they want. Revolver's mark, super active, super fundamental. They've got that low butt. They move their feet very well and quickly.
Now, I really like this set. Ironside has gone to a vert stack with just isolated cuts coming into the lane. Now they're getting a little bit cramped over there on the sideline. Looked for a fake up line, maybe a swing, and then a break to the other side.
Revolver putting a lot of pressure on the downfield cutters here for Ironside. We've seen 2 consecutive pressured catches right on the sideline. Ironside needs to look to break it off that mark and and use the full field, the full 40.
Absolutely. Rebholz makes a cut up line. Now he's got to clear out. On the goal line, on the doorstep. Like I said, you got to get it out of that position. That's one of the toughest spots to score from. Oh, nice cut from Will.
A little scooper to Neff. He had that forehand grip. Pivoted over
cute.
his backhand, but he didn't want to switch the grip, so he just threw the little scooper to Neff.
Here we go. That makes it 13-9 Revolver. Ironside has to get a break on this point. They absolutely have to.
The wind is picking up a little bit. This is what we see often in Sarasota, a little afternoon wind.
Robbie Cahill has just really taken care of business for Revolver. Yeah, the wind definitely picking up right now. It's coming right at us, right into your screen. This will be an upwind point for Revolver. Yep. Ironside's going to a little bit of a poachy defense right now, changing it up. I like the defensive strategy by Ironside right now. They're going to look to trap it, make Revolver try to throw over the top.
It's definitely junky there with 2 people up front, 3 in the middle, and then Neff and Colin Mahoney deep.
Yeah, you can see Robbie Cahill trying to pull his receivers back in. He's got everyone downfield and not a lot of options for the handlers right now. You know, going against the zone, what you really want to do is you want to try to get the defense in a position where you've got more offenders than defensive players in a spot. Right now, Ironside's controlling the field. They're creating and clamping down all the spaces on the field, and Revolver's got nothing.
Well, Cahill and Watson seem to be passing back and forth, trying to figure out where the downfield looks are. And Ironside doing a really good job of not giving them any downfield receivers. On the other hand, Revolver not feeling much pressure by their handlers. Seems like they're moving it pretty easily at this point.
Yeah, if I'm Revolver, I might work it up the disc. If it stalls at all, I'm going to call timeout. This is a really big point. Nice, Bart.
Oh, Mahoney,
he's got someone wide open. Ooh. Bo with the holster. Nice, Bo. That's a great decision late in the game.
Wiseman with the disc.
Bart Watson has all the throws.
Certainly does.
This is Bart again. Oh, I love when he winds up. You can see he'll bring that disc down to his hip and looks for that hammer.
Look at Ironside still in their junk defense here. They have not transitioned to man yet.
Yeah, they got to pick up. Otherwise, Robbie Cahill's going to pick it apart. You got to have a cut going to the open side here. Still in the front of the end zone.
And here they go. Still not transitioning.
Oh! Bart
Bart,
Watson.
uncontested. Really, we actually saw a few
Wow.
unforced
No,
first
don't
mistakes in
jack
the
it,
quarters
just work it.
yesterday.
Just work it now, Ironside. Just work it down the field. Yep. You got an open receiver on the open side. Looks him off.
As Paul Batten with the disc. To Misha Sidorsky.
Ooh, missed Colin Mahoney on an undercut there. Revolver. Bart taking away the upline pass. This is Crockford. Crockford going deep for Neff. Ooh, nice grab.
Neff pulls it out in front of Bo.
Put it in. There you go. Ironside with the break. That's exactly what they needed to make it 10-13. Revolver in the lead, but Ironside gets exactly what they need. That wind comes in there. I don't know if it affected Bart on that one, but he certainly dropped it, leading to the Ironside goal.
Wow, how about Neff plucking that one right out in front of Bo Kittredge there? I mean, that was quite a catch. That looked like almost a certain turnover, and then finding the wide open Misha Sidorsky to make it 13-10.
Goldstein's still out. Let's see if they can generate another break. Wow, that is an incredible pull upwind. Look at how flat that is. This is going to be Nick Schlag pulling it down.
Revolver with
Centers to
lots of
Bart this
space.
time. Interesting. This is Bo. Colin Mahoney guarding Bo. This will be an interesting matchup for this point. Now Revolver's got a chance to put this one away. If they can score this goal, it would make it 14-10. 4 breaks in a row on Revolver is almost impossible. Ironside definitely has to get this break if they're going to make this run at this championship.
And if they get this break, an upwind break would be really critical here because then they're becoming downwind for another break.
Yeah. Now, at this point in the game, you're going to see Revolver be super patient. They know that the game is in their hands. Ooh, that's a risky throw. That's out of bounds.
Observer rules that
Definitely
one
out of
out. He was
bounds.
sliding, caught it while on the line.
That's just an unnecessary throw. You throw a blady flick out there with this wind, just totally unnecessary. You need to get the disc in the hands of Robbie Cahill. Let him control the flow of the offense.
I think he was expecting the wind to push that one back in the field, but it never got high enough for the wind really to impact it.
This is Malachek.
Neff right along sideline.
Oh, Will Neff. That's an awesome, exciting play by Will Neff.
That was Teddy Brower Juris with the bid there. Wow, that was a major turnover there. I mean, if he could have put that hammer in there for the goal, that would have been a huge break.
You know, if the offense stalls again, I'd say Revolver, after a couple turnovers in this point, they got to think about calling a timeout. This is Brian Garcia in the middle of the field. Bart moving up. Nice little break from Garcia. Look at Bo. Bo just catches whatever he wants underneath. I think that's what they got to do. They got to keep looking back to Bo. He can get gainers up the field all day long.
That Ironside defense very conservative, forcing Revolver underneath, but not giving him any deep looks at all.
There's Bo coming under.
And Revolver's taking advantage with lots of short throws up the field.
Oh, there's another one. Nice. Ooh, wow. That is just a lucky play for Revolver. Ironside, unfortunate that they couldn't come up with that turnover.
Sherwood with the disc.
Foul called.
Yeah, but Crockford's quick, really solid defender there. Looking at Cahill.
Yeah, looking for Cahill. Now, the Revolver offense right now, they are all just standing around. They are tired right now. You can see Bart Watson just standing around in the middle of the field. We've got Garcia walking around right now. Bo's just jogging. Sherwood's just jogging. You know, you can call it being patient, but they look tired to me.
Yeah, this is very slow offense from Revolver. Bart, though, controlling with the disc.
Nice break to Sherwood. Sherwood's got great throws right here. Yeah, that's going to be a goal every time. Sherwood's got great I.O. throws. Finds Bo coming across the front of the end zone. And here we are. Revolver has game point for the national championship.
Revolver on the doorstep here. At this point on the game, Ironside only has 3 total breaks. They need 3 more in a row.
That's a nice pull. Floaty back of the end zone. Ironside comes out in a side stack, centering to Rebholz. He's going to come back under. Oh, nice mark. Nice mark. Yep. Ironside got to keep their patience right here. This one's going to come back, I think. And now here they are. They're going downwind, but Hawks are still really, really tough going downwind, and it's not even really a good decision at this point. They got to work the disc underneath.
So what do you say? So at this point, Ironside has 3 breaks for the game. Do you think that is an adequate job of the D-line? Has the D-line done their job here, and is the O-line letting the Ironside D-line down?
You know, let's take a look at this play.
Priel underneath it for Ironside.
You know, anytime your defense in an elite game, in a high-level game, if your defense can go out there and get 3 to 4 breaks, the defense did their job, and I mean, if you get 3 breaks in a game, it's on your offense if you lose, all right? The defense did their job if they get 3 breaks. Here we go. Now Revolver has the disc. Get it in the hands of their veterans to try to seal the deal.
Yeah, I would expect to see a Mac Taylor forehand at some point in this point. Oh,
Oh,
high
wow.
stall count.
I don't know. This could be Marty.
Casino
I'm
has
not gonna get
nothing there, and Jeff Graham all alone with the D. But now Ironside has to work 60 yards back downwind. Nas Vogel with the disc.
Nas is a great thrower. I played against him at ECC. He does whatever he wants with the disc. Reb Holtz looking to uncork another one.
Oh, but behind Josh Marquette and Tyler Grant with the D.
Here we go, Ironside. You got to stick with it. You're not out of it. Great timeout by Revolver.
Casino with the timeout. Very veteran move there.
Absolutely. You know, I think everyone coming into this weekend was favoring Boston as they had absolutely rolled the competition this season. But you can't sleep on these Revolver players. They're all accomplished veterans. They've got what it takes to win a championship. This is Eric Halverson with the disc. Ooh, hammer over the top. Like I said, great throws from Eric Halverson. And that's it. Revolver takes it on a great throw over the top by Eric Halverson. Revolver takes it 15-10. They are your USAU National Championships winner.
Halverson, gutsy move there, going upwind. You know, he throws that hammer out there, and Tyler Grant, really very conscious of where he was standing, jumps back just as the hammer's coming in, claps catch the hammer, and the observer calls him in at the line, and that does it. Revolver wins the game 15-10. That is a wide margin for a championship game against a team of the caliber of Ironside.